Yeah, so I'm here with one of my colleagues, just having a chat, having a chance to talk to him for this time in discovering what other people do for careers and how they got into it. And so I have the privilege of talking to Kyle Skinner, who's been a longtime colleague of mine. We've both been working in the community college system for years, but he does something else as well as being a counselor. So we're going to explore that for a little bit. All right, on the glue. Hey, Kyle, how you doing?
Hi, Lorna.
All right, it's good to talk to you. I'm glad you had a chance just to talk to me and we can learn a little bit about what you do. So one of the things I wanted to ask you is, I know that you've been in the profession of real estate and business for quite a while. So how did you decide to start getting into that business?
So I've always had a passion for real estate, and I started taking real estate classes shortly after I bought my first house, which was in 2000 actually. So that's 24 years ago. So after that, I felt like having purchased my first house and didn't really know anything about the process. Afterwards, I felt like, wow, I wish I had known more, about the process because, it went fast and I felt like I was uneducated. So needless to say, I started taking real estate classes, just mostly to educate myself about the process. And I found that I really loved it. I felt like I was really just had a passion for it.
Yeah.
So one class turned into two classes, turned into three classes. And before you know it, I had taken like 10 classes in real estate.
Wow.
And then someone told me, hey, did you know that these classes, you could, sit for the real estate exam and become a licensed real estate agent?
Wait, so you didn't even have a clear intention of getting that license when you started?
Absolutely.
You just wanted to learn about it?
I just wanted to learn about it.
As like an investor kind of, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And like I said, one class turned into a 2 to 3 to 4. And then before you know it, I was just hooked.
Wow.
And the knowledge was just so like enlightening and uplifting and invigorating. And so what I did was I said, wow, now that I have this knowledge, I can do even more with it. So I did go ahead and decided to get my license. And then once I got my license, it wasn't my first instinct was not to go out and sell real estate. I just wanted to have it as more of like a badge of honor or just something to sort of like make sense of all the courses I took. But a friend of mine had gotten his license and he was actually using it, and he kept it was in my ear about, you can really use this, you can make money on the side, you could, there's so many options. And so eventually he wore me down, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can put it into practice. So the very first job was working for Century 21, and that's when I really learned how to buy and sell real estate.
Now, at the same time, you were still a professional counselor.
Correct.
Doing that full time. How did you get in all these classes and get started and working for Century 21 at the same time?
Yeah. So I was able to take the classes in the evening time, which was convenient. So obviously after work. And then the cool thing about real estate is it's one of those professions that is at your own pace or at your own time.
Okay.
So and it just worked out because it didn't conflict with my main job, mostly because when I started representing clients, they wanted to see properties when they got off work, which was usually when I was off work.
So it was a good schedule for you.
It was a great schedule. So after work, I would show them properties.
Yeah.
And then on the weekends, I didn't work, so I would show them properties on weekends. So it just fit. It just worked.
Cool.
And then I learned so much. And then eventually, I started my own company once I realized, like, I don't really need to work for another broker. So the good part was, because I had taken all those classes, I actually had enough classes to sit for the broker's exam.
Wow.
So I just became a broker.
So really, again, not having the full intention of doing that originally, but having accumulated all those classes position you for the brokers. Wow.
Exactly. So went out on my own, started my company called Southern California Realty Group in 2016.
Okay.
So yeah, and I've been at that company since that time. So
it's one thing though to be successful in real estate, but it's another thing to know how to manage your own business. What gave you the confidence, the skills to delve into that?
So I'm just going to be honest with you. I was fish out of water. I didn't really know what to do. So I picked up a few books, kind of read about what it meant to start your own business, how to do it. And basically, I started it with LegalZoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just went through LegalZoom.
In terms of the paperwork, the official paperwork.
Yep.
I kind of guided you.
I incorporated. I started an S corporation, and so that allowed me to hire other real estate agents to work under my company. It allowed me to then have some tax advantages, as a business write-off. So it worked out. But again, you have to really seek that knowledge either through, the knowledge is there. So you can read about it, you can take a class on it, and then educate yourself, and then you're able to kind of do it on your own, which I was fortunate enough to do it on my own. So LegalZoom. And
and where did you take your real estate classes?
Okay, good question. So because I lived in the Long Beach, Cerritos area, I just went to a community college. Went to Cerritos Community College, and I took all my classes there. So it's good.
So you probably have had many students who also pursue real estate. And what kind of advice do you tell them? Because you can really speak from a personal standpoint.
Yeah,
personal knowledge.
I do. I have students who are interested in real estate. So what I try to do is just give them that information, equip them with that knowledge that I wish I had at that time. So majority of students just want to become real estate agents. They want to sell. So I give them the basics, which is you need those 3 main classes: principles, practices, and then the 3rd course. And then I tell them just make sure you study before you go into the exam. Because even though the classes are good, they don't totally prepare you to pass the exam.
Are there things that can help you pass the exam?
Absolutely.
More successfully?
I recommend crash courses, which usually are like weekend course.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Where they really kind of show you how to take the test. They give you some examples of questions that can be on the exam.
Okay.
Things like that. And then going to the Department of Real Estate's website, which is very resourceful. They have a lot of information there. Yes. In fact,
we'll put that in the link below, the description area.
Absolutely. So the Department of Real Estate, which is where students are going to go anyway to apply for the exam, that website is a wealth of information because it not only tells students, kind of how to, prepare for the exam, but it also allows students to access other resources that are going to help them be knowledgeable and help them be better prepared for the exam. So that's a great resource.
So you literally could become an agent within almost half a year, a semester or so, by taking the 3 classes and then studying for the exam.
You really could.
Wow.
Yes. The key will be, understanding how to be an agent, though, which you really don't get until after you have that license, because it's all about getting that experience, getting with a mentor, getting with a really good broker who has enough resources that they can really mold you, guide you, and shape you, and help you understand the business. That's the key. That's really going to be the key to success, because you can have the license, but if you don't have people shaping you, giving you that knowledge that's really important in terms of like understanding how to write up an offer, understanding the paperwork, understanding how to even look for clients, that's really important, because that's going to be the difference between your business failing or succeeding.
So a key was you working in that with Century 21 for a time period where you really could watch and learn. Okay.
It's so true, because at Century 21, they had a really good, not just mentorship program, but they had a really good coaching and really good training. And that's the key, the training and the coaching, right? Because the training gives you, obviously, understanding the forms and understanding, the paperwork.
Right.
And then the coaching helps you to essentially like how to talk to clients,
Okay.
where to find clients,
Okay.
that kind of thing. 'Cause that's really important, and that's the lifeline of the business.
Now, what personally about you fit the activities that you do in real estate that made it flow for you, made it like your zone, where you just like naturally operate?
The biggest thing is the helping profession key. So I was already a counselor. I was already accustomed to helping students, showing students, guiding students, right? And you do that as a real estate professional. You help clients, you guide them, you educate them, right? You basically assisting them in one of the most, I would say probably one of the most, if not the most important decisions they'll ever make in terms of buying a home. It's an investment, right?
Yeah.
It's an expensive investment. It's an expensive decision. So you really are the key, right? You're almost like a counselor, right?
Yeah.
You're guiding them, you're educating them, you're helping them, you're helping them make the right decision for a bigger purpose, right?
Got it.
And a more expensive as well.
Because it's an investment for their family, for their life, and
absolutely.
They're putting a lot into it, and they probably are pretty nervous sometimes when they're entering into that decision.
Absolutely. And again, the benefit or advantage that I had was I was already accustomed to utilizing that skill set of helping, of guiding, of educating, and molding, and so that really helped. But
I bet also you're also an active person. You don't like to just be in one place. You like to be moving and talking. I'm sure that also fits into that type of business.
It's true. Yeah, I am a social person. I do like to socialize, and that is helpful. I mean, I think being an extrovert is a benefit because you're not only are you engaging with clients on a daily basis, but you're also giving presentations. For example, if you want to get a listing, you have to go into someone's living room and give a listing presentation and talk to people. You're talking to these people to convince them that you're the one that they should hire to sell their house.
Right.
So you have to
know how to influence people in a certain way and look at things.
You have to know how to talk to people. You have to know how to communicate. You have to know how to present.
It really uses a variety of skills, and sounds like something that doesn't get boring too easily in terms of the type of work you do.
No, it's very exciting. It's very, I think, and then there's the reward at the end is twofold, right?
Okay.
Because you get a sense of satisfaction when you give them those keys, and they feel so just proud and happy that they're going to be walking into their home, right? And then, lo and behold, you actually get paid to do.
Right.
So you get a nice check.
That nice financial compensation.
So it's twofold, right? So.
And have you been able to navigate the ups and downs of the market pretty well? Has it still over I guess a period of time provided consistent income or?
Yeah, the experience part of it allows you and helps you to be able to navigate, because it is true, this industry is cyclical, right? It goes in cycles, it's up and down. A lot of it depends on the interest rates. That dictates the market, right? Because if the interest rates go up, people can't afford.
Right.
The affordability, really gets squeezed.
Right.
Because now you're paying more for the house.
Okay.
When interest rates drop, obviously you get more buyers coming into the fold because they feel like, okay, now I can afford this home. So it does really, influence the market in a big way, and that creates those ups and those downs. And when you're experienced, you kind of know, when those ups and downs are coming, and so you're able to better brace for them and prepare for them.
Okay. And lastly, I just want to ask you, person coming in, let's say they haven't been into business, maybe they haven't been to school, but they know they have the personal skills maybe to do something like this. What would make them feel confident in going for this? Why would they think they could be successful?
The advice I always got, and I always give the same, is that, you need to believe in yourself. Self-belief is so important. Always believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and then, seek the information and the knowledge, and once you get the right information and the right knowledge, the confidence that you already have in yourself will fuel you to do the rest. Because this is not brain surgery, brain science.
Right.
It's really not. It's a field that's pretty easily ascertainable.
Okay.
And it's just a matter of you having that confidence in yourself, going out, taking that first class, reading a little bit about it,
Yeah.
and then the rest is going to be you just understanding.
Putting in some sweat equity.
Sweat equity and understanding that you can do it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This has been great. I know people are going to really benefit from this. That was Kyle Skinner sharing with us great information on real estate, one of the many industries you could choose to really advance your life and to just pursue something that you love, that you feel you're good at, and without even a whole lot of time with the training, you could jump into that field. You just have to want it, believe in yourself, but more importantly, know that God is with you as you do. All right, this is from Glue, The Good Life for Us. Hey guys, leave me a comment on the video that you're watching. I want to know what you think. And also, go to the link in the description box below so I can keep you up to date with Glue and how to live that good life. Take care. Now, before you leave, don't forget, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out the next videos.